Alright, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of this adulting devlog series that I've started. Gonna jump right into it because this video is a bit of a long one. So this week we're gonna look a little bit at fixing up some small bugs, making some UI improvements to the CMS, and tiny bit of work on the actual adulting app itself, just improving how the CMS works with the app. So yeah, let's go! I've updated the sign in and sign up pages, so you'll see on screen right now how it used to be in the code, and here it is now. Boom. Yes, it's it's been componentized, if that's a word. It just looks so much cleaner. Like the sign in and sign up pages are just 17-18 lines of code each, instead of the 40 or so lines of code it was before. It's all nice and cleaned up in these new components folder, and it just looks so much better. I mean, look at that compared to what it was before. That's amazing. Just it's great. I'm happy. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to show you for now. It's been quite a long day, so I think I'm just gonna cook some dinner and chill out for the rest of the evening. Hey. Hello! Alright, we're 2 weeks in. Not a whole lot of progress just yet. I've only really been working on it for like 1 day, maybe 2 days a week. I'd really like to ramp that up. So let's get cracking. Alright, so at the moment I'm having this problem where on the first load in, it's not loading with the correct fonts in some places. So I'm going to spend hopefully the next half an hour or so figuring out why that's happening, and then I will come back with an update. Alright, so that was super simple. The culprit was this and display equals optional on all of these things, so if I just get rid of those, open it in a new tab, load it up, and boom, problem solved. Alright, next up I was working on this sidebar, and I'll just work on getting these tabs in, and maybe this logo and name up the top. So yeah, that's what I'll work on now. Okay, as you can see, we've made some progress here. I'll show you a little bit how it works. So this is the sidebar components. We've just got the logo and name component separately from the list. We're using Next's built-in link function, so that handles a bunch of routing stuff. I'm just passing the href for where I want to go. So if I click on here, I want to go to /suggestion, and if I click here, it's the pages. This is all defined in a tabs prop that I'm sending. In that prop, it's also got the name and whether or not it's selected, which I can show you the logic for that now. Actually, so that's in this auth layout. Here's the tabs thing. So I'm passing my name and href for where it should go. and this selected business. Again, we're using a built-in next feature, which is the use router. And I'm just calling that hook here, returning the router and comparing the path name of that URL with what I'm calling the href here. If it's the same, it will return true. If not, it will return false. And therefore selected will be true or false, which basically styles these tabs. Yeah, that's essentially how this whole thing works. And already this whole site is looking way more functional. And just to prove how easy it is to just add another tab, I'll do that now actually. So there's something called the dashboard, which at the moment is kind of just the index, the main page you come to. Doesn't really do anything at the moment, but I just do that and boom, it's already added, and it should go to this home page, which this also takes you to. So you can see this being selected even though I didn't click on it specifically. So it also works if I just go to page in the URL, which is nice. The main bit left is just to style all of the individual pages because they're still looking gross. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here for the morning at least. Have some lunch. Cool, I'll get back to you when I have more to tell you, I guess. Alright, so usually for lunch I tend to go for something simple, peanut butter on toast. But since all the other devloggers seem to be going for 5-star restaurant quality meals, I feel like I should go for the fanciest thing I know. So here comes some cheese on toast. The cheese slicer, one of Norway's greatest inventions. Alright, how good does that look? Alright, so I figured I'd take this lunch break to just kind of tell you what my deal is, like how I'm able to work on this and stuff like that. So where I work, it's very relaxed about how you manage your time. To the point where I've actually been able to take off 10% reduction in my hours. So every Wednesday I have a morning off. Anyway, so the reason I've done this is so I can start working on my own projects like adulting and hopefully in the future more. So yeah, that's why I'm mostly only working on this project one morning every week. So there's not really much point in having weekly devlogs. So at the moment it'll be monthly. So you buy this. By the way, I'm controlling this camera with a string here. Whoops. To do this. So if it's not exactly on my face, then sorry about that. I'm just trying something. So yeah, anyway, I work mainly on those Wednesday mornings, but I'll also try and find time on the weekends. Hopefully, I really want to have this project at least in people's hands as some kind of beta testing, maybe in 2 or 3 more devlogs time, so 2 or 3 months time, sometime in the beginning of next year anyway. It won't be a finished product, but yeah, I just want to get people using it a little bit just to see if it's something that anybody really wants. Yeah. All right. I think this will be the last update for this video since it's already getting kind of long. I want to shift focus a little bit. Most of this video I've been working on the CMS, and this is supposed to be a adulting devlog, not a CMS devlog. So yeah, I feel like I should do at least something for the app every video, even if there's not a lot of development to be done yet. So today I'm just going to work on improving how the app uses the CMS. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you how the CMS is set up to work with the app at the moment. So we're setting up the connection to the CMS here, and then we are creating a content context where we can do some data manipulation that we can use throughout the app. So basically have at the moment just two actions. It's getting the contents for whichever page you desire it for, and changing the language. And then we wrap the whole app in this content provider. And then at the moment, what I'm doing is in every screen that I'm using it, I will get the state of the language, and I'll call get contents on the first time that it loads, plus every time you change the language. And that will give us the content state, and assigning that to the constant t, which I'll just then use in place of where I need text. So this is how it's working at the moment. I think I would like to get rid of this and this out of the actual screens and set up a React hook to do that for me. So that's what I'm going to do now. All right, I did that. Yeah, I just basically took all of this code out of the sign up screen, so it's almost identical. It's just handling if that page doesn't exist. That's all. And then now in the sign up screen, I'm just using the hook here, just one line of code instead of whatever it was, 10. The only thing you have to do is pass the page name. And I'm using C for content instead of T for text. That's the only difference there is here. So yeah, that's it. All right, that's it for this devlog. I know it wasn't a whole lot of progress, but that's how it is sometimes. Next month, probably going to be even less progress because I'm heading back to England for Christmas, and I won't have my computer with me, so I might be able to do a little bit of development on my laptop, but yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot done over the holidays. But I will still try and release something in January, so might be a little bit later in January, just so I have some time to do something. Try and polish off the CMS visuals, probably. I know that there's some work being done by Holly and Janosch on sort of a first thin slice of what the first kind of feature might be. So maybe there'll be some work on that in January. And that's about it. I hope you guys have a great winter holiday, and I'll see you in the new year.